And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Already here, they'll audible to something else. And Goff going to look to throw right away. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. First and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Goff. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And from the gun, here's Abanikanda. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now Goff looking to change the play. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Off play action. Here's Goff. And this is caught at the end. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off. Not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You got a lot to handle in this one.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Well, looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. A shotgun snap for Goff.
That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Goff now to throw.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the gun, here's Goff. Here's Johnson with a reception.
Well, the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Goff going to keep it himself. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Now McManus for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Able to fight through one tackle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And running with power here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now it's Jackson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jackson now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Raiders defense for the Vikings. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. A
lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught here by Adams. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 33 yards that time.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A carry here for the big tight end. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 33, here's 2nd down at 7. Goff going to move his guys around a bit. On play action, they'll throw. Going deep this time for Miller. It's caught inside the 25. And it'll be a big hit at the end of this one, but it's also a big play as he's able to hang on to the football. Now they'll audible to something else. Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Here now, 2nd and 4. Goff. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. McManus's point after is good. It's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Jackson.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
To throw is Jackson.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
2nd down and 4.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make...
Touchdown! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, Now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
In motion left, Flowers.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Looking deep for Adams.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Gone. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, it was a good decision to make. And it backfired on him in a big way.
McManus' play after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Henry. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him about the 43. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Henry. They're shoving his way inside the 35. And he gets it down to the 32.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped it.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
That's caught. This is Abanikanda.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Israel Abanikanda, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The Ravens take over first down at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnover. Is a turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now.
So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They'll run it again with Henry. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Final minute now of the third quarter. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. The Ravens on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Vikings. Israel Abanikanda with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Vikings extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. 125 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Henry up the middle. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run. It's Henry.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Inside handoff, Henry. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Again to Henry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now a handoff to Henry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2nd and 9. Derrick Henry. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Throwing now, Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here's Goff. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one. Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Minnesota, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll get another home game next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations.